Hi all, welcome back to my channel and our kayaking adventures. On December 15th, we made plans to paddle with fellow YouTuber and Florida resident Roy with Canoeing the Edge of the World. Since he is a local, we figured we had an inside guide for today's adventure. Join us as we paddle along the St. Johns River. After a few messages back and forth, we decided to meet up at Camp Holly at 9 a.m. on December 15th. When we arrived, Roy was already there and ready to go. I quickly unloaded our kayaks, had a small conversation with Roy as we formally introduced ourselves. We had been following each other's channel for a couple months now, and we were both eager to do a collaboration video. I had a prior engagement, which would make us end the trip about 1 p.m., but we felt that was plenty of time for this adventure. We launched our kayaks, and I let Roy lead the way. We hoped to see a few alligators on this trip.
So you say we're heading south or north? Or I don't care either way.
Let's go south.
Okay.
It's closer, and like I said, I just kind of have in my head to explore those creeks now.
Okay.
Camp Holly is located along Florida State Road 192. Camp Holly offers airboat rides. They have a boat launch, which costs $3 for boats. However, paddlecraft can launch from the bank for free. Camp Holly's amenities include live music on the weekends, a tiki bar, and a restaurant, which is coming the winter of 2020. However, with social distancing in practice, we did not check out any of the amenities for ourselves, so I do not know if the restaurant is open yet. After launching, the temperature was 68 degrees Fahrenheit with a heavy overcast, but only a 15% chance of rain. Perfect temperatures to keep the mosquitoes away. Much like the French Broad River in North Carolina, which we are accustomed to, the St. Johns River flows north. Unlike the French Broad River, however, the river current is much milder, so there is no need to set up a second vehicle for takeout, since it doesn't take much effort to paddle against the current to get back to where you came from. Since we decided to paddle south, we were paddling against the current and was barely even noticeable. The St. Johns River is the longest river in the state of Florida, and it is the most significant one for commercial and recreational use. Numerous lakes are formed by the river or flow into it. The St. Johns River is a black water stream, meaning that it's fed primarily by the swamps and marshes lying beneath it. The water seeps through the sandy soil and collects in a slight valley. While paddling the river, we also explored some of the side creeks along the river. You could hear the roar of some of the airboats off in the distance. Because of the slow-moving nature of this wetland river, as vegetation decays, tannins leach into the water, making a transparent, acidic water that is darkly stained, resembling black tea. Black water rivers are lower in nutrients than whitewater rivers and have ionic concentrations higher than rainwater. The unique conditions lead to flora and fauna that differ from both whitewater and clearwater rivers. Roy has been making YouTube videos since May of 2019. Check out his channel, Canoeing the Edge of the World. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. He has a special knack of finding alligators while in his canoe paddling the various waters of Florida. We had hoped that his alligator attraction would bring them to the surface as we paddled the St. Johns River. Alligators are less active during the winter months.
Little backwaters like this are a good place to, if you have like a little fly rod or even a cane pole with a bass plug, just toss it out and pop it and catch some most would be and bass too. But, all right, guys. Well, I have led you down a dead end again.
Another dead end.
Story of my life. I'd like to get a nice canoe, which sounds silly, there's nothing wrong with this canoe, but I would like to get a nice Basalta Negra or Kevlar canoe. I just love those, and they're so much lighter as I get older. There's a huge alligator. There's a huge alligator right there, right off the point. No, to your left, your left, your left. He's going behind the grass right now. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Just about your 11 o'clock.
Yep.
You see his head?
Yep.
That's a huge gator. That's about a 12-footer. Let's go over there and see if we can get closer to him.
All right.
Since alligators usually barely break the surface of the water, they are often difficult to spot. How many of you would have attempted to paddle closer to the gator while in your kayak or canoe? As we got closer to the alligator, it submerged into the water. Unfortunately, it is very difficult to see the gator from the camera. The first gator did get us excited enough to see what's around the next bend. We paddled onward to Sawgrass Lake.
These St. John's alligators, they're big. But they're very shy. Hear that? That's a growling gator.
Oh, yeah?
So we're coming up to St. John's, and in these bays back in the brush we hear these bellowing alligators. Now the male and female gators both will bellow, but I'll be honest, I've never heard that except in the spring and summer. They were going off. There was like 4 of them doing it at intervals.
Yeah, I was in the center of them bellowing on both sides.
I saw that. You were trailblazing, man. You were going out. It's like, man, he's gonna get on good video. Pretty soon I'll see like, amphibians, alligators, and something. I'll be like, oh, son of a gun, he stole my idea. Oh, there's an alligator right there. See him right there? Yeah, you can see his back too. He's plumping up. See him, Arthur? About your 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay.
He's definitely not as big as that sucker we saw before. But he must have spotted 100 yards.
Oh, he just went under.
Went under.
With the airboat traffic and how loud their motors are, it's a wonder there are any alligators around. You'd think the gators would try to find a nice, quieter area. After reaching Sawgrass Lake, we turned around and headed north. We still had plenty of time before we had to go back, so I thought it might be nice to paddle toward Lake Washington. The nice thing about airboats is they don't leave much of a wake. As we paddled on, we talked ideas of future videos and channel growth, with a few more local facts mixed in to the conversation.
Reptiles by far. They make a variety of clicks, chirps, hums, growls, bellows, rattles, and they do all this without vocal cords.
You might recognize this area. This is where we put in. Lake Washington is further north. Camp Holly is just situated almost in the middle of the two lakes, and the St. Johns River connects the two lakes together.
Alligators are amazing animals. They're actually quite fascinating. 70 million years without any adaptation. And crocodilians have been around for 200 million, but they say that alligators, the fossilized remains of alligators 70 million years ago are pretty much the exact same as the American alligator skeleton today.
There he goes. A couple.
Awesome. Doing well.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Yes. Yeah, see you. Yeah, we'll see you again.
Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We certainly enjoyed our time out on the water today. Hearing the alligators was certainly pretty darn cool. I hope you enjoyed this video as we kayak the St. Johns River with Canoeing the Edge of the World. Be sure to check out Roy's channel. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you are new to this channel or have not yet subscribed, consider supporting Team Kayak 7 Seas by subscribing to this channel. We are almost up to 100 videos on this channel, so check out some of our past adventures. Let me know places you'd like to see us visit. Look us up on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, I hope to see you out on the water someday.